Welcome to Buns and Guns, Tuesday lunch hour. This class is on a short week, so I'm not sure who's out there, but maybe you'll catch up with me on another day. So we're going to do our buns and guns with lots of focus on our buns, our glutes. We get lots of squats in, some lunges, and we're focusing on our guns. So we're going to hang on to those hand weights. You can move up or down in your intensity. And we'll do lots of bicep curls, tricep curls, flies, interesting moves with those weights. And then you can let go of the weights if you don't want to use them. So, first of all, we want to get nice and warm. Inhale and exhale and up and down. Try and stretch all the way through the upper body. Come right off your hips. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel. Stretch through the ribs, side of the waist. And keep that march going. So we are going to take it up a little bit in intensity, and if you don't want to, this is where you stay. You stay at a march. If you want to go a little higher, you come to a nice easy jog. I've got my knees going forward. You can always do heels to your buns. Relax the arms. Keep your hands nice and relaxed. Don't clench them into fists. And keep the shoulders back, chest open, so we're taking in nice deep breaths. It's going right down into our lungs, into our diaphragm. There you go. A couple more jogs. And we're going to bring it down and go into jacks. Again, this is our high impact option. Landing softly on our feet. Keeping those knees slightly bent. And here's our low impact option. Stepping out side to side. Those arms don't change. It's just the intensity with the legs. And you're going to choose. So if you've been sitting at a desk and this is your first time you're really doing some intense movement, go into it gradually. 2 and 1. Good. Keep those feet close together. They don't have to touch. And let's go into our squats. Again, we do lots of these in this class. So as we're doing our warm-ups, let's focus on our form so then it just comes naturally when we're in the middle of the class. Weight is digging into our heels. Chest stays up and open. We squeeze on the way up. We squeeze the glutes, and we squeeze the inner thighs. Your toes can even start to rise up from the floor. 4, 3, 2, last one. This one here, we're going to bring knees up. So try to keep that back straight. The knees, the legs, and the abs do the work. So notice it's not leaning forward and bringing the hands and the arms down. It's staying upright and bringing the legs up. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to take it behind us into hamstring curls. Little squat in the middle. So load the leg, come up, and again squeeze, glutes, hamstring. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's step those legs wide. And let's just practice that squat formation again. So it doesn't matter whether the legs are close or the legs are wide. We're still checking in on the same thing. Our knees don't go past our toes. We dig in the weight into the heels. And we squeeze on the way up. Glutes, inner thighs. Keep the chest open. 4, 3, 2, squeeze. Last one. Good. Let's start off with some lighter weights. just as we get into the moves. But remember, you've always got your weights close by. If you've decided you want to go with heavier weights, switch it, please. And if you decide you don't want weights at all, make that change as well. So we're touching back, opposite arm. So arm goes in opposite direction. It's all on the same side, but as the leg goes back, the arm goes forward. We're leaning slightly forward, so engage your core. Touch back, slow it down a little bit, because we're going to start to squat in the middle. We don't want to lose control, we want to maintain form. We don't want those shoulders going down and up. Right now, they're staying actually frozen in place. It's because my legs are going down and up. The whole upper body is moving. But here's what we don't want to see. Right? We don't want to have those shoulders moving all by themselves. And now we add more work in the legs. We squeeze up behind us. Really feel those glutes. Good. Push out those arms. They're staying about the level of your belly button. 4, squeeze the legs. 3, tighter, tighter. 2, last one. Good. All right. We're going to go into a wide-legged squat. Hang on to the ends of your weight. If you're hanging on to something like a bag that's got cans in it because we're improvising, just somehow grab onto whatever's in your hand so that your hands are like right on top of each other. Start to squat. Really think about squeezing the glutes, inner thighs. Hand goes down and up, down and up, down and up. Now we're going to start to move the hand and really slow down the legs. It's like a figure 8 with the hands. One arm over when we go to the back, and then the other arm is over when we come to the front. So we've really slowed down the legs. Go back, stand up nice and tall, feel the work in the core. Excellent. A couple more. Last one. Bring it down. Let's come out. Shake it out a little bit. And you can stay with the same weight. You can go higher or lower. Start with those squats again. And first of all, we just bring it out front. We're going to stay slow. Again, your hands are separated. 2 more. And we're going to go in the opposite direction on the next one. Here we go. And bring it down. And bring it up and down. And up and down. And up and down. We got even slower. It takes a little bit of time to get those arms around the head with control. So what are we doing with those legs? Well, we're just standing here. We're squeezing. Squeeze and don't let go. Squeeze and don't let go. Good. Couple more. One more. Excellent. All right. We're going to go into a nice long stride. And if I'm going to go on an angle so you can see my feet a bit more, I don't want to be right behind each other because then, speaking in the Olympic theme that we're in right now, that would be like being on a balance beam. So I want my feet apart, side to side, and then also apart front to back. And we're going to go into a knee dip. Knee dip. So as I go low on the back knee, my front knee needs to bend, but it's not driving forward. Bicep curls. Bicep curls. Slowly bring them up. Load up as you need to. We're a little stronger in the biceps. Good. Probably feeling a big stretch in that back thigh as that leg goes down and up. So if you don't like it, don't go down as far. Or bring the back leg in a little bit. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Step forward. Shake it out. Grab a drink when you need one. So again, not right behind each other with those feet. Go wide. And then a stride. Taking it long. Front to back. This time we're going to stay with hammer curls. So the legs are doing the same thing, down and up. And I need to adjust my back leg. Maybe you need to as well, so that when I go low, I'm not driving my front knee forward. And this time, the top of the weights, the end of the weights, point up the entire time I do the bicep curl. Nice and tall to the upper body. Keep bringing in that air. Lungs, diaphragm. Stay nice and open. Take the hands slightly behind your hips as you come back down. Right here. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Shake it out. All right. I'm going back to lighter weights again. This time we're going to work a few things. So I'm going to choose to stand on one leg. I'm going to stand on my right leg. I'm going to leave my right arm for now, just staying at my side. My left leg starts to lift. Out and in. I'm leaning the weight on the outside of my left thigh. So I'm still hanging on carefully with that left hand, but I'm trying to let a lot of the weight lean on that outer thigh. I'm trying also not to lean like this with my upper body. Standing leg, soft knee, out and in. And it's okay if you stop and stand in between each one. Or you can choose to work on balance. Standing leg, you're going to start to feel it in the glutes. Now here's your option. Opposite arm, out. As the leg lifts, opposite side arm goes out. Made it even harder. 4, 3, keep that knee soft. 2, oh yeah, I feel this one. Last one, oh. Ooh. Do whatever you need. Release the tension there. And get ready. Okay, so you want to ground the foot. This time it's my left foot. I'm going to stay grounded. And I start to lift my right leg out to the side, leaning the weight on it, but still carefully hanging onto it. Coming in and stepping if you want help with balance. Or you actually just don't even want to work balance on this one. And when you're ready, opposite arm, out. Only at shoulder height. Good. Try to keep your upper body nice and straight. Standing knee soft. Excellent. 4, 3, 2. My legs are talking to me. Last one. Perfect. Okay, I'm grabbing a drink. Take one yourself. Okay, slightly heavier weight. Again, we've got wide squats. Now you can hang on again to the ends, or this time you can put your hands on top of each other, almost like you're hanging onto a kettlebell. So you could be like this as well. So we're going to go down and lift, down and lift. So again, we're a little stronger on this move, and I'm actually going to put a weight in each hand because I feel I can do this with heavier weights. I'm going to turn sideways, so what you want to do is keep your back straight. What we don't want to do, I'm going to show you what we don't want, is the swing through the back. Swing through the back, that's not what we want. Straight up, straight up. 4, 3, 2, last one. Whew, really good. Well, I'm doing a lot of switching with my weights. I'm feeling like I can handle some, and then I want to go lighter. Okay, so we're going to go front lunge, bring it back. Switch legs, bring it back. So we were already doing a knee dip. This one we're not really going down too far. It's more about coming forward, stop, push back. Come forward, stop, push back. Up and down. This time overhead push. Up and down. So we've done lots of moves where we've just come to shoulder. Now we want to go higher. Up and down. Your pace. Good. Where do you feel it this time? I feel it in both my front and back thighs. Yes. So, if your legs are still ready to go, but your arms are getting tired, either do the move without weights or take the hands down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Whew. Wide squats. This time, we're going to go into our lower position. We're just going to do a check. Make sure the knees are staying behind our toes. And again, I'm hanging onto the weights carefully with my hands, but I'm trying to put the weight to rest on my thighs to make my legs work. And as we stand here, we just start to pulse in and out, in and out. And then you'll get the feeling that if you put more of the weight onto your thighs, you're getting more work for the inner thigh. So try not to roll onto the side of your foot. Keep the entire foot connected to the floor. Squeeze the glutes. It's a little bit more difficult the lower you go. 4, 3, 2, last one, bring it up. So we've done a few different moves. All right. Wide stance again. This time we're into a lunge to one side. Lunge to one side. Checking the knee-toe alignment again. Now we're going to turn down, come back, and face the front. So I'm leaning towards my left foot. It's my right shoulder that's doing the big move. It comes down to face the floor, then the front. And up. Moving my right leg in so that my lunge isn't as wide of a stance. And I move the leg. Optional. If you don't want to do the lunge move, keep it frozen to the ground. Stay where we started. Add the knee. Oh, you want to make this harder, I heard. Rest the weight on the thigh. Up. Make that lifting leg do more work. 4, lift. 3, tummy tight. 2. Last one. Bring it down. Into position, wide stance. Start your lunge, second side. And then start rotation with that left shoulder facing down towards the floor. Coming back to face the front of the room. Making sure your knee doesn't go past your toe. And I'm going to bring in, this time it's my left leg, I kind of wiggle that foot in. Starting to press up, starting to step in. If you give it a try and you don't like it, go back to where you're comfortable with the move and you can still challenge yourself to maintain the good form. Lifting a knee, maybe adding more by resting that weight, still safely hanging onto it. 4, 3, 2, last one. Perfect. I can't see you, but I know it's perfect. Okay. Feet hip width apart. Just a little bending motion here, reminding me to keep my knees bent and never wanting to lock. I hinge at the hips, trying to keep a flat back, elbows up high, and now I push back with my hands, push back. Squeezing those elbows in to the center line of my body so that I don't fly out and get wings. I want those elbows straight back, straight back. Good. Push. 4, 3, 2, core tight. Good. Bring it up. And last, we're going to do our over row deadlift. If we have time, we'll do squat, push, squat, stand. If not, I just want to get in the over row deadlift. So feet, same thing, hip width apart, bend in the knee. Hinge from the hips, and it's right here that we don't want to have those knees bent. Sorry, we don't want to have those knees locked. We do want to have them bent. So flat back. We row in, and we deadlift. So it's over, and a deadlift. Over, row, extend, deadlift. When you do the deadlift, give me a bigger squeeze. Glutes, inner thighs, core. Core's tight the whole time because we need to support our back. Row, extend, deadlift. Over, row, extend, deadlift. Over, row, squeeze. No need to go quickly. 2 more full sets. 1 more. Good. Let's stand, plant both feet. Again, those soft knees. We're going to go down for 2. Come back up and stand, other side. Down for 2. Come back up and stand. Down and stand. Starting to lift the arm that's on top. Bring the hand a little closer to your underarm. That might push you over a little bit more and cause you to work a bit more, maintaining balance, pulling back to standing. And now we can also move out the bottom arm. Just check and make sure you are going to the side. You're not leaning forward, not leaning back. Belly button pulled in, core engaged. 1 more each side. 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. Oh, really good job. Put those weights down. Let's grab one last drink. And now we're going to take it into stretches. So a couple of deep breaths in. Just like when we started. Try to exaggerate and come opening through the sides of the waist. If you can feel like you're coming off of your hips, up so tall, so tall. Good. Bring those arms in front, looking at the palms of your hands, thumbs up, pulling away from your upper body. And the further away you pull, you're going to feel a stretch through the upper back and the neck. Bring it down. Flip those hands so now that you're looking at the back of your hands, thumbs down. And now it's not the palms you're leading with, it's the heel of each hand. So just above the wrist, press out, press out. And you should feel the stretch now and the outside of your arms. Bring those hands behind you, clasp on, keep them low, and stretch open through the chest. Or you can choose to lift up. Bring it down, shake it out. Stretching for the triceps. So trying to hold your bicep by your ear, elbow pointing up so that we get a full stretch through the back of the upper arm. Some people like to go across. And again, your free hand is supporting but not pulling or pushing. Here we are, stretching the triceps. And bring it down. Roll those shoulders a little bit. And opposite direction. Stretch those legs. So again, we don't want to be on our balance beam. We want the legs apart. Check your back foot. Try to have your toes of the back foot going in exactly the same direction as your front foot. As we lean forward, engage your core and keep your chest open. Bend the back knee and press the heel of the back foot into the ground. Really press. And notice when you do that, you stretch the calf. Come on back up, shoulders over hips, up onto the ball of your back foot. Bend the back knee. We're trying to press forward with the back thigh and the back hip crease. Good. You can bring those hands so they're in your back pockets. Squeeze those elbows together. Release, step in halfway, hands on the back thigh. Press those hips back as you go down, and now lift up the front toes. And again, not hunching through the shoulders, we're staying tall through the back. This stretch, you're stretching glutes, hamstring, and calf of that extended front leg. Down and roll up. Same thing, second side. Wide stance and then long. Check your toes, same direction. Lean forward, core tight, chest open. Back leg, soft knee, and press that heel into the ground, back foot. Stretch the calf. Slowly bring those shoulders back up onto the ball of the back foot. Press forward with the back thigh. Open the hip crease of that back leg. Press. You can sink down a little bit if you want to. We're going to go into cactus arms. And as we do this, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Back body. Release that. Step in halfway. Hands come on the back thigh. Sit back and down. Pivot on the heel, front leg. Don't lock this knee on the front leg. Keep it slightly bent. Toe down, roll up slow. Stretching for the quads. Last stretch for the legs. Lean on something or standing freely and make it a balance move. It's your choice. Standing knee soft. Press your hips forward and squeeze your buns. Squeeze those glutes. And then the stretch intensifies down the front of your leg. Bring it down. Core tight. Excellent. Shake it out. Inhale. Let it go. And up. And let it go one more time. And shake it all the way out. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy your week.